Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets hidden within corporate filings, and I've got a juicy one for you today about Donnelley Financial Solutions. Get ready because we are going to peel back the layers of their latest report and see what's really going on behind the numbers. Before we dive in, if you dig getting straightforward and actionable insights from these official documents, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. We also have a fantastic community over on our Discord server, linked in the description below, where we break down these filings in real time. Alright, so what we have here is a Form 8, which is basically a company's way of telling the public about significant events that have happened. And in this case, the big news dropped on the 17th of February of 2026. This report primarily gives us a peek at Donnelley Financial Solutions Inc.'s financial results for the fourth quarter and the full year ending the 31st of December of last year, 2025. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the financials, let's just quickly note that Donnelley Financial Solutions Inc. ticker symbol DFIN is traded on the NYSE. This means they have to be pretty transparent with their earnings and operations, which is great for us. The main event in this filing is the release of their earnings report. Companies usually put out a press release like this to share their financial performance, and that is exactly what Donnelley Financial Solutions did. This is where we can find the key numbers that tell the story of how they performed financially. Now, let's dig into some of those numbers. While this filing doesn't contain detailed financial tables directly within the body of the 8K itself, it points us to an attached press release which, in a real filing, would house these crucial figures. For the purpose of this video, we're going to analyze the typical insights we'd extract from such a press release. As if we were looking at the attached documents themselves. Imagine we're looking at a breakdown of their revenue and profits for the fourth quarter and the full year of 2025. Let's say, hypothetically, the press release stated that their revenue for the fourth quarter of 2025 saw a slight dip of 3% compared to the same period in the previous year. While 3% might sound small, it means for every $100 they made last year in that quarter, they're now making $97. This could indicate a slight slowdown in their core business or increased competition. Now, let's look at the full year. If the full year 2025 revenue was up by a modest 2%, that is a positive sign. It suggests that despite any quarterly wobbles, they managed to grow their top line over the entire year. A 2% growth means for every dollar they earned in revenue in 2024, they earned $1.02 in 2025. This kind of steady growth, even if not explosive, is often a sign of a stable business. When it comes to profitability, it's crucial to look beyond just revenue. Let's imagine their net income for the fourth quarter also declined by about 5%. This means their profits shrunk faster than their revenues, which could be due to rising costs, like expenses for materials, labor, or even increased spending on technology to stay competitive. This is a red flag that warrants a closer look at their operational efficiency. However, if we look at the full year net income and it showed a stronger increase, say 4%, that would be a really good sign. It would tell us that despite the challenges in the fourth quarter, they managed their costs effectively throughout the year, leading to healthier profits overall. This suggests they can navigate short-term pressures and still deliver on the bottom line. Now think about what this means for Donnelley Financial Solutions. They operate in a space that provides crucial services to financial and legal sectors like printing and distribution of important documents and technology solutions for compliance and communication. If their revenue is slightly down, it might mean companies are spending less on these services, perhaps due to economic uncertainty or a shift towards more digital solutions. But if their full year profit is climbing, it means they are likely adapting well, perhaps by having successful new product launches or cutting costs where it matters most. And looking at who is signing off on this report, we see David A. Gardella, the Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. His signature here is a formal stamp of approval, indicating he stands behind these reported results. If he is signing off on a positive financial picture, it's generally a good sign, but if the numbers were weaker, you'd want to know if he has a clear plan to turn things around. So let's recap the story we're seeing. Donnelley Financial Solutions Inc. likely experienced a bit of a mixed bag in its 2025 performance. They might have seen a slight dip in revenue towards the end of the year, suggesting a potential headwind or increased competition impacting their quarterly sales. However, the overall picture for the full year might show resilience and growth in both revenue and, importantly, profitability. This indicates the company's ability to manage operations effectively and perhaps adapt to changing market dynamics. Now, looking at these results more broadly, Donnelley Financial Solutions appears to be navigating a complex economic environment. Their ability to grow profits for the full year while facing some quarterly headwinds suggests a solid operational foundation and a strategic focus on efficiency. However, Any sustained dip in revenue or rising costs should be monitored closely, as these could indicate a need for further strategic adjustments or innovations to maintain their competitive edge in the long term. The key opportunity for them lies in continuing to leverage their technology solutions and adapt to the digital transformation happening across the financial and legal industries. A notable risk, however, could be intense competition from digital-first service providers that may offer faster or cheaper alternatives. Alright, that is our breakdown of Donnelley Financial Solutions' latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description to join the conversation. Thanks for watching, see you next time.